Ever dreamed of kidnapping people, flexing your bioengineered superiority, and achieving perfection while roasting everyone around you? Well, today's your lucky day because I'm giving you the rough guide to becoming Cell from Dragon Ball Z. It's all about being calculated, cocky, and unapologetically obsessed with proving you're better than everyone else. I'm Otaku Intel, and let's get started. Step 1. Commit to the grind. Perfection ain't free. Cell wasn't born perfect, but you'd never know it with the way bro flexes. He started as some weird-ass bug thing scuttling around the earth, drinking weak-ass humans like protein shakes. And that shit wasn't glamorous, but it was necessary. To be Cell, you've got to commit to the grind. Skip the shortcuts, absorb your haters, and keep leveling up until you're untouchable. Remember, perfection takes work, and that work is messy. But here's the secret, don't apologize for it. Whether you're in your awkward insect phase or your final form, make sure everyone knows you're out here doing it for you. Like, look at Brother's face when he finally found that lazy bitch Android 18. That's the face of someone who is goal-driven bro. The thought of being perfect had bro spazzing, and he's proof that you have to love the grind. And we all know that shit can be rough out here, but don't trip because step 2 is about finding help, whether it's deliberate or not. Step 2, bring out the absolute worst in others.
Boki, tak jak wspominałeś. W jakikolwiek sposób Kung Fu Panda wyszedł z tego, bo tutaj już...
Cell's real genius isn't just in being powerful. It's in how he manages to cause everyone around him to make the worst possible decisions. Bro doesn't just fight his enemies, he psychologically dismantles them and lets their own flaws do the work. Take Vegeta for example. All Cell had to do was stroke that Saiyan ego and look. The dumbass let him achieve his perfect form. Even the androids fumbled when they decided to fight him solo instead of jumping in. And that's the energy you need to channel. Make your strongest foe stop throwing hands, give you medical attention, and then tag in his middle schooler to finish the fight for humanity. It all comes down to leaving these lames to their own devices, while you quickly become the strongest known being alive. Step 3, be extra, always. Cell doesn't do anything halfway. When he wanted to prove he was the strongest, he didn't just go on a power trip and end the show early. He hosted an entire tournament for the sole purpose of flexing on everyone. That's the kind of energy you need to channel. Regular fights? Nah, that shit's boring. Create an event, invite your enemies, and turn their attempts to beat you into a spectacle. And don't forget to strike poses, use dramatic pauses, and laugh like you've already won because you probably have. Bonus points if you literally just stand there until your ops show up, because honestly, that shit is unheard of. Step 4, always let the perfect opportunity slip away. Remember that tournament we talked about in step 3? Make sure it ultimately leads to your demise. For someone who calls himself perfect, Cell is pound for pound #1 when it comes to ruining moments. Like when he finally achieved his perfect form, Bro could have wiped the floor with the Z fighters immediately. But did he? No, and that's what makes Bro iconic. To truly embody Cell, you've got to master the art of overconfidence. Think you've won, drag it out, play with your food. Let your enemies power up, unlock new transformations, or call back up. Sure, it might cost you the fight or your life, but hey, it's all about the drama. The secret to being Cell is knowing that sometimes winning isn't enough. You've got to let your hubris turn a guaranteed victory into a humiliating defeat. Because honestly, what's the point of being perfect if you don't let your ego get in the way? And there you have it, the rough guide to becoming Cell. The perfect blend of arrogance, ambition, and flair. Absorb your way to greatness. Never let a loss stop you. And remember, perfection isn't a state of being, it's a lifestyle. I'm Otaku Intel, and if this guide helped you embrace your inner bioengineered villain, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell me who I should break down next. Thanks again for watching.
25. Holloway shows some mortality. Look at this. Holloway just told him, stand right here. Oh! Big connection late. Oh! face